Alright, hey guys, Paxter, and welcome to the top 5 scariest cards in Pokemon TCG Pocket. This top 5 is going to be rather chill, don't take it too seriously. After my last top 5, I just wanted to make a video that's slightly less controversial. So yeah, just sit back, relax, get some popcorn, turn your lights off, and just fully immerse into the Halloween spirit. As you can see, I have. Yep, this is my Halloween costume. I got the skeleton suit from the back of Chili's, and as for this paper bag, I went to Burger King and got water to go along with this paper bag. And once I saw it, I was like, you know what, this might look pretty cool with my costume, totally. Like, yes, it totally looks amazing. I could have gotten a Burger King crown, but due to somewhat recent controversy, yeah, I feel like I should probably stray away from it. And yeah, with the introduction out of the way, let's get right in to the top 5. So before we get into top 5, I just want to quickly mention the criteria of the cards chosen on this list. So this list is a mix of two things: cards that are just eerie and uncanny, just like in regards to the art, and cards that are just scary to go up against. Because yeah, I feel like in this game, there's two types of scary. Scary in the meta, and cards that just haunt your soul. And speaking of which, in number 5, we have Full Art Non-EX Wigglytuff. He's staring right into your soul, into your your essence. You're gonna see this guy in your nightmares. I have seen him at least once in my dreams. It was not a pleasant dream. This card is just so uncanny. Just looking at this guy, definitely one of the creepiest cards. Like, they didn't have to make his eyes that big, especially just like staring into your soul just like this. I mean, I know that Wigglytuff has like this naturally big eyes. The combination of the art style as well as just looking is, the more I look into this, I just feel I can see it just burning into my retina. It's like looking into my mind, just like about to just possess me. Like, it's yeah, this guy is honestly creepypasta material. I feel like screw Hypno. This guy is creepier than Hypno. Like, if anything, for one thing, I mean, Hypno, you have Hypno's Lullaby. Wigglytuff has his comfort song. Yeah, this ability comfort song. Once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from your active Pokemon. Sure. But you're taking your life essence. This guy is taking your life essence to heal your active Pokemon, which supposedly it comforts your soul, but at the same time, again, creepypasta material. I can very much see someone actually making like a Wigglytuff lavender-esque theme, because this is the eyes of a killer. This Pokemon is something you would see like with your lights off. Like, you're about to go to sleep, and before you close your eyes, you see something moving is in the distance, in your closet. And next thing you know, you just see this like dark blue and yet super bright and bold eyes just staring you down. It's this guy. And once you go to sleep, you're just never waking up again. You're just entering the back rooms, you're entering this like whole different reality, and you can never escape. This guy's like Jigglypuff, his pre-evolution, but 10 times worse. Jigglypuff, if you ever watched the anime, a certified prankster. He's been singing and then like just writing on people's faces. I mean, yeah, it's his whole shtick. But whereas for this guy, Wigglytuff, does the same thing, but way darker. People who hear his song are never seen again. And as for his attack, Gentle Slap, just imagine this guy looking at you and just slapping you gently. It's not that powerful, just a little love tap. I'm gonna I'm gonna feel super uncomfortable. Also, this is a little side tangent that kind of relates to this guy as well. But just imagine like a rated R Pokemon movie, like a horror Pokemon movie that's rated R. I know it probably will never happen, or a game like that will never happen, but just imagine that. There's so much possibilities. Imagine like Wigglytuff being like the main monster you have to like kind of escape from, or even Beware. Just sure, why not? I'm gonna pull up Beware right here. Imagine like Beware, like you're just in a mansion, and then this guy's about to hunt you down, hunt you down, same thing. Yeah, he's gonna hunt you and then hunt you down, and you just have to escape. And then if you get caught, it's gonna absolutely just mutilate you. If you guys ever watched the Suicide Squad James Gunn version, there's a scene with King Shark. I'm not gonna show it because I mean it's rather graphic, but I'm just gonna show this image right here. You know what's about to happen. It's kind of implied. And just imagine, instead of King Shark, it is either Wigglytuff or freaking Beware, man. You're just absolutely screwed. And yeah, Psychopath Wigglytuff was number 5. Diving into number 4, we are getting into scary in regards to the meta. We have Cyrus. This card is in everyone's nightmare. I feel like towards the late game, especially if your opponent has like a Suicune, or like if your bench Pokemon is damaged, you're always going to be thinking about Cyrus. Like, your opponent could just Cyrus and then GG. Cyrus is definitely one of the most popular win conditions in this game. Like, you're getting so much value with Cyrus. I've won a lot of battles with Cyrus, and inversely, especially in the late game, if my opponent Cyrus, I just concede. I'm like, okay, yeah, you got me, checkmate. Also, looking into the mainline games, this depressed 28-year-old man, I mean, his whole thing, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in Diamond and Pearl, his whole shtick was that he wants to reshape the universe. So it's like, this guy had huge ambitions, like definitely like destroying a universe and recreating it. He is just pure, just like kind of like a final boss, antagonist for a mainline game, just like his pure aura and like his whole drive. In regards to Pokemon Pocket, this guy's primary goal, instead of reshaping the universe, he's gonna reshape your brain in order to give you an aneurysm, pretty much. You're gonna get an aneurysm, you're gonna get a headache. This guy might just make you just quit the game and just like put your phone down, touch some grass. He's done that to a lot of people, including me. Like I've gone into like lost streaks because of just not only him, but like it's like he's part of the problem, which yeah, just very scary. Again, it's always in the back of your mind. And yeah, Cyrus was number 4. In number 3, we have yet another trainer card, more specifically another Team Galactic member. We have Mars. Another win condition. I have won and lost a lot of games because of Mars. And especially in today's meta, you can potentially get a lot of value with Mars in the beginning, middle, and late game. I feel like more so in the middle and late game, especially after your opponent gets like 2 points or at least 1 point. You're getting some pretty good value. And on top of that, I mean, in the current meta, we have legendary dogs, we have Sylveon EX that just help tremendously with drawing cards. And to counteract that, we have Mars, and whoever uses Mars is getting insane value. Just imagine towards the late game, this hypothetical right here. So you have a bench Pokemon that's damaged. It's currently your turn, and next turn your opponent might have a Cyrus in which they could use that Cyrus to sub in your bench Pokemon and potentially one-shot and win you the game. But you have Mars. Let's say your opponent also has like 6 cards. If you use Mars, down to at least 1 or 2, which lowers their chances on having a win condition card such as Cyrus. But again, it's ultimately up to RNG. I've definitely had battles where I would use Mars and then my opponent would just top deck Cyrus and then it's GG. I'm like, okay, thanks game. But yeah, the reason why this card is scary, because just like Cyrus, you always have to kind of think that like your opponent will either red card or Mars you. And Mars, I mean, towards the late game, yeah, you're just basically screwed. And depending on what deck you are using, can definitely mess you up. Maybe it's just me, but in every game I'm in, I'm always like praying that my opponent will not red card or Mars me. My second turn or even my first turn, I would place everything down and I'm like, all right, I'm set. I have a good and goated hand. Please, just opponent, please just don't use this red-haired women. Yeah. And then they do. I concede. I turn off my phone and then I go into the shower and just cry. That's yeah, and that is Mars. Mars is number 3. Going down to number 2, coming back to scary full arts, we have Rainbow Art Weavile EX. If I can give this card a caption, it would be Death from Above. This is Pokemon Darwinism in a nutshell. Survival of the fittest, and it's like moments before disaster, essentially. This is... I feel bad for this Swinub, this innocent Swinub just coming back to its family. I'll explain it later on, but there is kind of an underlying story to this, and it's very dark. I mean, it's already, as you can see, like, yeah, dude, this is gonna be an absolute massacre. So for one thing, the Swinub might be a child. Just keep that in mind, because Swinub, granted this card does evolve into level 33, but again, this could potentially be a level 7 Swinub, just going back to its family, going back to Mamoswine and Piloswine. Just got lost, a little lost, but it's about to head back to their that pack, pretty much. But guess what? This Weavile EX, they're hungry, man. They are savages. Again, Pokemon Darwinism, yeah. Just about to just have them some lunch. This Swinub is their lunch, and it's pretty sad. It's gonna be, it's not even a fair fight, man. A level 7 Swinub versus like, what is this? Like at least 3 Weavile EXs. Granted, Weavile EX doesn't have an evolution level. It's more so, it just needs Razor Claw as an item, essentially. So these Weaviles might be like level 5, level 6, but still, it's not a fair fight. 3v1, yeah, it's pretty sad. And to add on to that, look at this. So I'm just gonna pull this up right here. This is his family right here. So they're just chilling, having fun, just like, just being wholesome, just kind of cute. And it's just this photo added on to the Weavile one just makes it even more depressing, because this is his family. He's like, they're all having fun. They're like, where is John? Let's call him John. Yeah, John Swinub. Where's little John at? Like, guess what? He's dead. He's in the belly of a bunch of Weaviles. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, Mamoswine, like just like lore-wise, they are an endangered Pokemon. A lot of people think that they went extinct. So that lore added onto the Mamoswine full art on top with the Weavile EX full art. Yeah, dude, it tells a whole story. It's completely sad. Definitely one of the scariest full arts in the game. Just with the story and just like what it is implied. You don't see what is happening, but you know what's gonna happen, and it's not good. It's rather gruesome, and yeah, Rainbow Art Weavile EX, these absolute monsters with no souls, they are in number 2. Now, before we get into number 1, I just want to quickly mention some honorable mentions. So the first honorable mention that we'll be going over is Immersive Art Buzzwood EX. If anything, this cosmic insect is straight up aura farming. Also kind of reminds me of like a bodybuilder just posing for a beauty magazine. Yeah. But what makes this card intimidating is the immersive art. So let's just play the immersive art right here. Alone, this guy isn't that scary, but guess what? He's got his team on his back. Yes, his team is here. And they're just about to just destroy the city, man. Everybody in this city is gonna be permanently knocked out. They really stand no chance. Imagine you're just like, you're working your 9 to 5, you just get off your shift, going home, and you just see this. You might as well just stop driving and just give up. Like, just submit to death, because there's really no way you can survive this assault. You're just pretty much screwed. This art also kind of reminds me of Invincible Season 1. If you guys ever watched that, there's a scene with Omni-Man when he enters the bug planet. I'm not going to show the scene because 1, copyright, and 2, it's rather gruesome, but if you know, you know. Yeah, it's kind of ironic too, because he enters the bug planet, whereas in this scenario, the cosmic bug-like Pokemon just assaults our planet. So yeah, people are screwed. I mean, looking at the art, currently from the time I'm uploading this video, Mega Blaziken hasn't come out yet. But when he does come out, he can literally one-shot Buzzwole EX. So yeah, no match for Blaziken EX. But this guy has his team on his back. He has freaking Guzzlord, he has Nihilego, he has Naganadel, just all attacking that innocent Blaziken. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be an absolute massacre. And we just have Lusamine. We just have Lusamine just watching the sidelines, watching this this insect, this cosmic insect, cosmic team just assault everybody. She's like, yes, this intrigues me. Another honorable mention is Rainbow Art Moltres EX. It's very similar to Weavile in a sense, because this card shows moments before disaster. So currently the card isn't really that scary in the meta, but just very scary, just like what this full art implies. So just looking at this, it take a while to look at this full art. At first glance, Moltres EX is farming aura. Yeah, just farming, just very casually, just flying over a forest. Doesn't seem that wrong. I mean, you can even see the Machoke and Machamp in the very bottom right. They look very happy. They're like, wow, look at this, dad. This is such a cool, a legendary Pokemon. He's so cool. I want to be just like him when I grow up. And then Machoke's like, yeah, like kids in their dreams. But little do they know, this guy is about to cause a forest fire. Just like a literal forest fire. Thousands of bug Pokemon are just about to be permanently knocked out because of this legendary fried chicken. And yeah, Machoke and Machamp right here, they're just completely oblivious to the horrors that are about to unfold. It's kind of sad, but again, I mean, like, they don't know anything. It's their first time seeing the legendary chicken. They don't know anything, but this guy has malicious intent, man. He's pro deforestation. It's destroying the forest. It might just be me, but this full art reminds me of, if you guys remember, there was a nuclear bomb PSA back in the 60s where there was a little girl just like picking flowers, just counting up to 10. And then once she got to 10, a guy talking through a loudspeaker would just start counting down. And then once he got down to 1, a literal nuked the young girl. Just absolutely just destroyed her. So, I mean, that's more extreme, yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing. I feel like it's in the same ballpark with this in regards to the Machamp Machoke. Like, they're just so happy, but little does he know, like, Moltres is counting down, like, this is absolute just like 0 bug type, enacting Operation Deforestation, and we don't know what happens later on. I mean, they could have gotten knocked out. Maybe not permanently. I mean, they can probably tank it, but like, as for the bug Pokemon, they're most likely just permanently just knocked out. Just, yeah. And if you guys are curious about the nuclear bomb PSA, I'll leave it in the description below if you want to check it out, because it's very interesting. It's rather interesting. That's when propaganda was kind of insane. I mean, it is still nowadays, but even then, yeah, we're heading down into number 1. Place your bets on who will be. This card is both menacing, just when it comes to full art, as well as in the meta. A perfect balance of scary, and yeah, number 1 is full art Oricorio. Whenever I see this card in ranked, I just let out a sigh. I'm like, oh gosh, because depending on your deck, you have to jump over hoops and hurdles just to knock this guy out. And whenever crafting a deck, you always have to think, is this deck Oricorio certified? Can this deck counter Oricorio? The Nightmare Bird. I call him the Nightmare Bird because that's essentially what he is for a lot of EXs. I mean, granted, there are some EXs that can kind of counter this, but currently the majority cannot. They just kind of have to just bend to this Nightmare Bird's will. And sure, I've stated this in prior videos, but it can very much add a card that hard counters Oricorio. I know that in the TCG, they do have cards that do negate abilities. So if they add that to this game, this guy might be done for. But currently, this guy is getting huge value, just super meta relevant. Paired with cards such as Raikou, Magnezone, and even like cards like such as Suicune, just not even attacking, just being an absolute wall. And yeah, on top of that, just looking at this full art, I feel like this full art kind of encompasses this guy's presence in the meta, because he's kind of like a disease, man. No disrespect to Oricorio fans, but just look at his full art. Look at the bottom right bird. What is that? That bird is not well. Like, what is going on with that bird? This bird is ground 0 for bird flu, a bird flu pandemic in the Pokemon world. That bird is clearly not well, definitely has several diseases, and yeah, overall, this bird is a danger mentally and physically. And yeah, those were the top 5 scariest cards in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, this is personally my opinion. If you guys disagree, if you guys agree, let me know in the comments below. Just make sure to keep it civilized. And again, this top 5 is primarily made just to kind of get into the holiday feeling. I mean, it's kind of hard to do so, especially with B1 coming in several days, literally one day before Halloween. And with that being said, I'm going to have a very busy just week, a couple of days, just like Halloween and then of course B1 coming out. And if you're watching this in the future post Mega Rising release, let me know how that went. Hopefully it went pretty well. And yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.